Welcome to the stock workout where we flex on the market to make gains. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Vertex Energy, ticker symbol VTNR. For those of you who saw my previous video, you know we absolutely smashed it today. And for those of you who didn't see my previous video, this is a brilliant stock to get into. Now, it had a monster of a day. I'm making this video because we did see quite a downfall in the share price in the later half of the day. However, I'm not worried and I'll explain why in this video. It's had an absolutely huge run up in the past few trading sessions. And yesterday, I did point out this bullish flag here is still drawn on my chart. So this was yesterday, the 28th of May. Sorry, I keep saying yesterday. I meant this is Friday because markets were closed on Monday. So this was Friday, and I pointed out this bullish flag here, and we absolutely just gapped up on Tuesday morning because markets were closed on Monday. On Tuesday morning, we just absolutely gapped up here. So we just had this flag formation and a complete breakout. Today's trading is a little bit all over the place. We topped out here at about $10.85, and from there we saw the price did come down and it kept falling. Market, it closed at $8.59, and post market now we are at $8.28, and this is obviously fluctuating. By the time you see it, this would have changed. However, I'm going to explain why you shouldn't be worried about this post market, this downturn in the price. It's nothing to worry about at all. And it's pretty common to see that after a huge run up like this. Now, I know the bears will be getting happy on this one, but I'm not bearish on this at all. I'm completely bullish on this. The bears will be getting happy that this has been falling down, but all I can say is just give the bears the finger because this is not going anywhere apart from up. This is just going up and up and up. So if I zoom out a bit, as you can see, this is the past few trading days. We had this run up here from around $1.7080 all the way up to $10.85. And that run up was in the space of what, three trading sessions, so after hours and then 3 full trading sessions. Now a little bit more news came out about Vertex Energy today, so I'll quickly run through that. I'll give you an update about institutional ownership because somebody has bought more shares in this as well. So let's take a look at the news first. So why Vertex Energy stock rocketed 34% at open today? That was at open. We actually did hit much higher than that, and then we saw the price come down a bit more. So it basically just says that they bought the refinery from Royal Dutch Shell. Royal Dutch Shell. 2 days later, HC Wainwright analysts upgraded the stock, but today. So on Tuesday, which is today, yet another analyst came out with an upgrade, pushing the shares even higher. Given that the stock has advanced by a massive 400% or so since the refinery purchase was announced, the current rally is clearly related to excitement surrounding this news, and the business opportunity for Vertex could be material given that this morning Stifel increased its price target on the stock from $2 to $17. It has a buy rating on the name. So in the past few days, so last week HC Wainwright came out and they slapped a $25 price target on it. It says it here. HC Wainwright has even was even larger, taking the target price from $4 to $25 with a buy rating. And today, this analyst here, Stifel, increased its price target from $2 to $17. So you've got two analysts that have put huge price targets on this. Now, when HC Wainwright put their price target on it, the price was much lower than it is now. And today, after today's session, there is still an upside all the way up to 17. So two analysts, both giving it a buy rating, two new price targets that are extremely higher than where the share price is right now. So even if somebody bought here at the top at $10.80, I would say don't sell. Hold it because you will see this continue to ride up. Remember, stocks don't go up in a straight line, they do zigzag, but as long as the trend is upwards. So even for those who bought in at a high who are in a loss right now, just hold on and eventually you will see yourself in the green. So that was the news that came out. What I'll do is I'll leave the link to this in the description down below. And now let's take a look at some institutional ownership. So I'm here on FinCell. As you can see here, VTNR institutional ownership. And if we go down, so there was a slight change today. Right, filing date here, which is the 1st of 6, 2021. So it's the 1st of June 2021. There were 3 transactions that have been filed here. These were the older ones, and I did cover the previous ones in my last video. Quite a few funds did pick up shares, and there was quite a bit of institutional ownership in this. But what happened today? Vanguard. Vanguard, and Vanguard. So they've got 3 different index funds. So Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, investor shares, and then Vanguard Extended Market Index Fund, investor shares, and then Vanguard Balanced Index Fund, investor shares. So Vanguard, through 3 of its index funds, have picked up more shares. On this one here, they picked up 1,162,837 shares. On this fund here, they picked up 318,653 shares, and on this one, they picked up 7,299 shares. Now, remember, they've just picked this up today. They've picked this up today. That is all the institutional ownership update that I have for this at the minute. And they've picked this up today, and today was in this price range. So even in the day, if Vanguard picked up, later on in the second sort of in the evening, in the second half of the day, the price did come down. So Vanguard might be in the minus now, unless they've added to their position that they previously hold. But what it is that because both of these analysts have given it new price targets, both analysts have given it new price targets that are much higher than where it is now, you are going to see this eventually go back up. And the thing, what VTNR, what Vertex Energy have done by buying this refinery, this puts heavy money in their pocket. They're going to be banking what revenue at 3 billion and expected gross profits at 400 million, and that's for a company with such a low market cap of only 444 million. So as I'll reiterate, for a company to take in as much money, as much revenue and gross profits that is expected to come in for Vertex Energy, this is severely undervalued, which is why it's got such a high price target. So this is the past few trading days, and what I will show you, just for information purposes, if we go from the low all the way until the peak, let's go until the peak. That's coming in at 526% in 3 trading days. So in the 3 trading days and the after hours of that 26th of May, that's 526%. Now, if we go to where the price is now, because the bears will be like, oh my God, the share price, that's it, it's come down. Look at this huge sell-off, blah, blah, blah. It's all BS. Don't worry about it at all. Look at this here. If we go to where the price is now, $8.20, 28.29 it is post-market, we're still up 377% in the last 3 days. 377% in the last 3 days, and it still has huge upside for it. Now, that just gives you an overall picture of how quick and rapidly the price has increased. 1, because they bought the refinery. 2, because HC Wainwright gave them a $25 price target with a buy rating, and now another analyst has given it another buy rating with a $17 price target. So this is obviously going to go much higher. But even after this slight sell-off here, it's still up over 370%. So don't worry about it at all. Now, what I will show you and inform you is why this sell-off has been happening. Number 1, profit takers, right? But the charts always tell you something. So if I switch to the 1-minute chart, and this is why I'm not worried. This is why I'm not worried about this. If I switch to the 1-minute chart, right? Just to be clear, I've got the 21-day EMA pulled up alongside the 50, 100 and 200-day moving averages. I've got the volume and the RSI on the screen. Now, I want to talk about RSI in particular. RSI, anything above 70 is overbought, anything under 30 is oversold, right? Let's just get that clear. Anything above 70 is overbought, anything under 30 is oversold. Now, at the peak here at $10.88, right? Here, $10.86. Let's just call it here. The RSI was really high. The RSI was all the way here about 78. The RSI was about 78. Um, so it was in the overbought territory, which is why you saw this peak and then you saw it come down again. Now, when when this sell-off happened from here onwards, you can see that the RSI has been really low. If I just make that slightly bigger, you can see that the RSI, it dipped below 30, so it went down to under 29 here. It's telling me reset the chart, so I'm going to make it even more bigger. 27, it went down to here. So from here to here, look how low the RSI went. Look at that, 17. That is severely oversold. So it was just going through a sell-off, and you can see basically you can see all these points that dip below that 30 mark. It just dips below it again and again and again, and that just dragged the price lower and lower because it was just going oversold. 24, the RSI is 24 here, the RSI was 17 here, and then even in the after hours, so the price did pick up. So if you look here, right here at this point here. Right, this is showing me the price was around $8.38, and the RSI came down to, at that point, it was about 19. It was about 19. And then when the RSI picked back up, you saw the price come back up as well. You saw the price pick up back to about $8.70, and then it dropped again. When it dropped, this was in the after hours. Look in the after hours now. RSI went down to 21. It went down to 21, and as I'm speaking, you can see even when I started this video, this was about $8.28, and now it's $8.57 because the RSI has picked back up. RSI now is at 58. RSI is at 58 right now, 59. So from this bottom over here, so from this low point here, that was when the RSI was 20, 21, 22. And then as the RSI picked up and is now at 58, so it's pretty close to neutral, the price has gone back up to $8.57. And this is why I'm not worried at all about this. This was just a huge sell-off. It was just a huge sell-off. RSI dipped quite low. Maybe profit takers. It is nothing to worry about because we can see that we are in the oversold territory, which is why this price got dragged down. And now, as the RSI is going to pick back up, you're going to see this price go higher. So that is just what I wanted to point out. This is on the 1 minute chart as well. So this is a very, very zoomed in picture of the price action. Also, one thing I wanted to mention, daily volume today was at 123 million. Average volume in the last 10 days was 62. So over double the volume. Market cap is at 444 million. So yeah, not to worry at all. As you can see now, even as I'm talking, that price was $8.58. It's gone down to $8.50. Look, that RSI just slightly dipped below. So somebody's been selling. It dipped and the price came down a little bit, but it's nothing to worry about. It's nothing to worry about at all. This bit here, from this point to this point here, when this sell-off happened in the later hours of the day, RSI dropped really heavily and really quickly. The price was here $10.22, and as soon as the RSI was touching 70, and you can see this line coming straight down, and then it bounced slightly higher, came down again, oversold again, it increased, oversold 1 2 3 4 5 times, which is why this is just dragging the price lower. But it's nothing to worry about. This price the price targets are set way higher, and you shouldn't just look at a 1 minute chart and just base your trades totally off that unless you're planning to swing the stock within them minutes or within a few hours. If you're planning to swing the stock on a daily basis within a few hours, then yeah, take a look at that minute chart and pay attention to this. But on the overall picture, you know, if the RSI, look at that, look how oversold that is. If that's oversold and that's bringing the price down, it's nothing to worry about if the overall trend is upwards, and this overall trend is upwards. So that's one thing I wanted to point out to you guys. Updated price target, updated institutional buying from Vanguard, and nothing to worry about this dip here. The bears bears are going to be bears. What can you say to them? They're probably just jealous, they're not banking. So yeah, that's what it is. If you appreciate that, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel so I can keep bringing you more content, and I'll see you on the next one.